My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Enter the Darkest Dungeon, the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. What are we gonna get done first? Well, first things first, let's put Vavasaur in the treatment ward so we can remove their corvid appetite. Oh look, we already did that. It's almost like it's my third time recording the introduction, and despite the fact that I flubbed the opening here as well, I decided to just push on, because of course no one recognized I covered for it so well, didn't I? So we already have our party chosen. We've got Bonlin, we've got Hunter, we've got Brevedon, and we've got Breguet, I believe. The French pronunciation guide, courtesy of Patricia, Queen of Ice. Thank you very much. I will attempt to naturalize those into my speech, but I do apologize if I flip back and forth between or occasionally say leper instead of Bolin. But I'm trying. All right. So, I'll explain the whole party and the whole mission, the whole stuff like that in just a bit. I've got some upgrades to get done. Brevedon. Brevedon. Yeah. You are going to need Sack Stab, Abyssal, Weakening Curse. You'll need Weird Reconstruction. Is it weird or word? I think it was weird. I think it was pronounced weird, and I was corrected on that. Dang it! Pronunciation problems. Vulnerability Curse as well. Yeah, you'll take literally all of those. And the upgraded weapons as well. Before I do the rest of the upgrades, let's actually talk about the mission on which I am going to go. Kill the Gibbering Prophet. Now, the Gibbering Prophet has the Prophet's Eye, plus 15 accuracy, 3 speed, and negative 15 to stress if you're in position 4. Is for all of those, by the way. That is the type of trinket that I would take out 1000% of the time. So exactly 1000% of the time, I would have that trinket on one of my party members. Is real good. Unless, of course, you think you're going up against someone who has a ridiculous amount of move in their party. In which case, you should have considered that and not taken someone who is so linked to only a single position. Dang it. That said, our party is going to be going for the Gibbering Prophet, using Intimidate to hit the back line and lower your damage, as well as the Weakening Curse, to hit the back line and lower your damage as well. Which means that Rubble of Ruin will do very, very little damage to my party, and what little damage it does to my party can be guarded by Counter, or can be healed by Breguet. So, other than that, Brevedon is holding the Cursed Incense for the plus 40% debuff skill chance, so that Weakening Curse is, what, 180? 60% resist in this area, so I'm guaranteed to always hit the Weakening Curse and guaranteed to always hit the Vulnerability Hex. And both of those have the extra accuracy from Focus Ring, as well as the extra crit chance from Focus Ring. It's important to note that the Gibbering Prophet, despite the fact that they use Rubble of Ruin as well, or rather Calamitous Prognostication, which summons the Rubble of Ruin at the end of the round, as well as they have their action in the midline where they can use Eye on You for stress and stress as well as stun on a single target, or Fulminate for blight across the entire party. Only Eye on You or Fulminate count as actions. The others are effectively just like round benefits that the Gibbering Prophet gets. The Gibbering Prophet only has one action. That's super important because it means that the debuffs and the marks that we intend to apply won't wear off twice as fast as they would against the Siren or the Unholy Crew or any of the courtyard bosses, pretty much. So thankfully, that's not going to be too much of a problem. We've also got Brevedon has the Eldritch Hater for the plus 15% damage versus Eldritch, as well as negative 15 stress versus Eldritch, which is going to be a little handy, as well as the Eagle Eye for the plus crit on the range skills. Brevedon is going to be mostly kind of disruption up until the final fight, right? So that's why they've got this current layout rather than both the curse and the hex on. Instead, they're going to be pulling people out of position, doing all that kind of stuff. That's another reason that the Cursed Incense is pretty important for them to actually currently be holding. Now, they do have the negative of being both Ashen and Thin-Blooded, so they have negative 20% to your Blight resist, and the Blight, that's the Fulminate, that's done by the Gibbering Prophet, is one of the biggest ways that your targets die, because the Rubble of Ruin gets them to low HP, and then the Fulminate DOT, the Blight DOT from Fulminate, rather, will tick you down to dead, right? It'll cause the death blow, that kind of thing. So because of that, we will be taking a couple of anti-venom on this mission where we otherwise may not, and we'll probably be taking maybe even a full stack of Holy Water. Now, in addition to that, sure, we're going into the final fight with Holy Water and anti-venom. Those are going to be dead slots after that fight. No, they won't, because I'm going to be using my Leper to destroy all of the consecrated pews. We're just going to tear them down. The idea in general here is that I'll be destroying the pews while Bolin will be using Intimidate on off turns, and then occasionally a Chop or a Hew or something like that to try and take care of business. And then we've also got, where are you, Conta? You will be using Hound's Rush just for the damage on the back line, and then you've also got the Guard Dog just in case anyone needs to get brought back up to HP. Up until the final fight, you're just going to be a heavy stunner with the Blackjack as well as the Cudgel Weight. The Cudgel Weight can be taken off of Conta before we go into the final mission. You're just here to heal. That's it. Literally nothing else. So just heal us up. You're also balanced, which is actually kind of handy. A little bit. Can't be pulled out of position. So, there's a lot of different things that this party has going for it for the Gibbering Prophet. We've got the damage removal from both Brevdon and Bolin. We've got Bolin with all of the ridiculous damage to take out the consecrated pews, as well as Reflection before the fight, in order to get you the plus 10 accuracy and plus 8% crit that you might want for that. Before that final fight as well, we will be using Therapy Dog to give everyone negative 10 stress and negative 10 stress ongoing for the final battle. We'll also have Brevdon use Dark Strength on Bolin for plus 15 stress on yourself, as well as 20% damage on the Leper, which is pretty ridiculous on a character that has that much damage, and then Sanctuary on Bochet. So, other than that, we've also got Conta wants a target mark to do twice as much damage, and Brevdon will eventually swap to using the vulnerability hex when I actually want to start damaging the Prophet, especially. So we have mark synergy in this deck as well. In this deck, rather. Yikes. In this party as well. And we have actually a surprising amount of stun. We've got Conta and we've got Bochet with the Dazzling Light and the Blackjack. I think we're going to do pretty dang well. I would have liked if I could have brought the Necromancer's Collar on Bolin instead of the Ancestor's Pen. But I think the Ancestor's Pen is going to be way... the consideration is effectively what's better in the final combat. And it's the Ancestor's Pen, because I need to destroy the carpentry, the right of carpentry type. And there also might be humans and beasts in this area and things like that. It's also another thing that I may want to consider is that Bolin currently doesn't actually have that much accuracy with 110 between the normal accuracy of Chop as well as the Signet Ring. So it looks like currently Bolin will be missing some of the time up until they reflect. And then they'll be totally fine. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. If it ends up being a huge problem in the dungeon itself, I'll swap probably the Sacrificial Stab to get Vulnerability Hex so that I can actually get a target to have so much, or rather so little dodge that Bolin is guaranteed to hit. Now, up until the final combat, Bolin will probably be rolling... actually, like, probably these. So Solemnity as well as Intimidate. So we'll upgrade Intimidate. We've got everything we want on Conta. It is worth noting that if I desperately, in the course of the dungeon, think that I need less stress, I can just move Conta backwards and have the Cry Havoc. So I might also upgrade that. But that overall should be it. All right. Hell yeah. And everyone has their equipment, everyone has their stuff. Cool, cool, cool. So it took 10 minutes here, but I need to tell you, it took me like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to plan this, because I went, okay, all of the different areas I can go to, all of the different parties that I can come up with. And this is like an extremely kind of abnormal party for me. Not only does it run Leper, no stress healing whatsoever. That is one problem I do have to work with, and that is one of the reasons that Therapy Dog and Reflection in particular are going to be so important in the campsite before the Gibbering Prophet. Therapy Dog actually is important, which means that I need to go unlock that. Whoops. Thank you. Yeah. All right. And I think after all of that, we are pretty much squared for the dungeon. I've also given the prot to Bolin. I could consider instead going with the focus ring. Yeah, in the final fight, I don't need the prot up until the final fight, and in the final fight, I don't need the prot. So, okay, more than happy with that. Let's go out into this dungeon. All right. We have a ridiculous healing party, so I'm fine shorting myself a little on food. You are in a position where you can use Dazzling Light, which means that we're, yeah, probably just fine with those. I could take a bunch of Aegis Scale. I mean, like, if it's ever going to be important, it's going to be here and in the Swine God fight. I think I'll take 3. I will take the full stack of Holy Water as I said I would. I'll take a half stack of Anti-Venom. 3 keys. 3 shovels. Anything else? Laudanum seems like it might be useful, but I also don't know about that one. Alright. You're all good as is. All good as is. All good as is. All good as is. Just making absolutely certain that I haven't screwed something up absolutely horribly, because if I planned this much and then managed to screw something up horribly, I would be so sad.
Resigned to his uncommon corporeal resilience, I lured him to the dig. There, I showed him the thing and detailed the full extent of my plans. Triumphantly, I watched as he tore his eyes from their sockets and ran shrieking into the shadows, wailing maniacally that the end was upon us all.
Excellent.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Excellent. All right. Come on. All right. You're going to make me go the whole length of the dungeon for it. Whew. Nice dodge. So we've got 50% scouting.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I mean, if I can't scout that hallway, I don't care. It's really important that I don't pick up a lot of stress on this party before we get to the final combat, because that's gonna kill us if we do get that. Because we cannot manage stress ongoing in that fight in particular. I have a 50% scouting chance, by the way. It's not even only 50%, it's more than that because of the Radiant Light and the fact that I have the Cartographer's Camp giving the Radiant Light an even better chance to scout for us. Just telling you, just in case it seems like something that might be relevant. All right, who has the highest bleed and blight? definitely. Lock mechanisms trapped. All right, cool. Good resist. Damn. So there's the bone bearer in the back line. Okay, bone bearer in the back line. You only have 55 move resist. Okay, so I'm probably going to be moving you. Let's keep that one stunned, especially before the shield wall defends it. Then pull you out of position. Was that a response? Ah, good crit. Next blade. Yeah, solid 9. I'll take it. And yeah, let's go for the single target heal there. Seems important. Stun the shield wall as well before they try and protect the sharpshooter there. Heal once more. We know how bad this can get. Now, your debuff resistance is really, really, really low, but unfortunately, of course, I don't actually have any of my buffs or debuffs up. Right, cool. 10 damage then. Defend the icon. Unfortunately, yeah, that's a move back. Is the big problem with that one.
Obliterated.
That one out of existence. Bolon. Your name is about to get probably a hell of a lot more pronounceable for me.
A singular strike.
I think if we focus the target, yeah, we can get it down before it gets another round.
Give them no quarter.
Sure. Oh, nice try, bud. Nice try, bud. This target has a lot of protection, so we've got a while. It's fine. So I get to hug the dog. Rather. Don't want the chance to bleed. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the single target heal there. Just overall a more fragile character. Hug. Oh, get that heal and the resist. Woohoo! All right, Leper next. Get him.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Perfect. Oh, I dodged that as well. Oh, that's so good. I'm sorry, however, Bolong. You stopped critting for a turn, so that means that you no longer want to be critting. Pull you out of position. Ooh, knife in the dark. I'm terrified. Extremely definitely stunned the Bone General. Yes. Ooh, nice dodge. Just gonna chunk some damage into the back line because somehow I feel like that's probably gonna be fine. Oh gosh. It's only a 1/4 as well, the crit chance.
A devastating blow.
And here I thought I wasn't gonna have stress recovery in this party. Huh. 140 against 175, 35% chance to stun. Damn it. Damn. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ears.
That's exactly what I thought was going to happen when I didn't manage to land that stun. Or rather, didn't roll the stun. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
As the fiend
By killing that
falls,
backliner, I actually buy myself a lot of time to heal.
blossoms.
Okay. Well, that'll... Okay. I like it. Yeah. No, no, that's good. That's fine. Stay like that.
Impressive.
Woo! Voila. Ooh. Everyone now needs to just kick in damage. We're hoping to get 27 before the end of the round, obviously. Yeah. Alright, it's no longer possible. Huh? Ah! Ah! Well, we didn't get crits. It's okay. What was that, though? Could have been so much better. Yeah, I'm gonna just go party healer kill. Yeah.
A victory.
Not messing around with that for any
Perhaps a
longer.
turning point. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Nothing immediately shows up as useless in my inventory to me, so throw that one. Shot.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
You say that and yet. So who is our best trap disarm?
The sparkling
Okay.
eyes of youth
Surprised as well.
and made merciless.
Oh, that's a problem for you, bud. With that stun, I can now free up Junta to actually go with straight up damage. I think it's actually probably more important that I use dog treats in this fight than in the boss fight.
A
32 on a crit. Yeah, it's pretty good. Beats my miss. Oh. 18's still pretty good. Yeah, there's the collect call, unfortunately. It's pretty important I kill these highwaymen. Oh, gosh. Yikes. It's super important I kill the highwaymen. They crit and bleed. They would destroy me. Oh, wow. I got resisted. That's 15% chance to resist me there? That's exactly what I wanted to stop from happening as well. Lifesteal. Oh, God. They marked as well. I need to kill this highwayman before they get the attack out against the marked target. Good crit.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Rhapsody is
all.
actually insanely powerful at killing eldritch creatures.
The way is lit.
A lot of our actions getting dodged here.
We require only the strength
32 on a
to
crit.
follow
That's
it.
what I was saying. Blood Rush is the stun. Oh, no, it's not. Must have been a debuff, I guess. Good stun, stun, stun.
Pummeling.
Yeah, all right. That gets me another free round of hitting it with the leper. Or not. That's fine, too. I think I'm actually starting to have enough troubles that I think Redon will probably pick up Vulnerability Hex. Just for situations like this. $8 to 15. So you've decided to eventually roll the high end of your damage table just when it's not necessary anymore. Cool. I mean, that's a cool strat. It's a cool and fun and interactive strat. I'm going to actually just pull you out of position and try and hit you again, because it's really important. Wow. That's how little damage we deal when we deal directly? Yikes.
A predator is often blind to its own peril.
All right. Puzzling trapezohedron.
This expedition at least promises success.
I'll get rid of the medicinal herbs. Could be useful at some point, but still not yet, so. Single Curio before a room battle with Curio. Color me intrigued. It is... Ooh. Books. My favorite. No one is like highlight benefit here, are you? We have one Warrior of Light. That's it. Okay. I'll still be fighting in higher light, but it's good information to have. I'm gonna go for the damage because both of those backliners are deadly as hell and need to be removed. Lead. Hey, got the madman. Thank you. But yeah, like this whole battlefield is terrifying.
Precision and power.
I'll do that so I can start buttering down the Bone Sergeant before they actually get their action. And then 6 damage on the back line, sure. An unnecessary crit follows, but it's okay. Dang. This means I probably can't Abyssal Artillery from this position, but I can still sack stab. And I think I can sack stab the third line as well, which is actually really important. Yeah.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Rhapsody being in the second line is only a problem as soon as anyone decides to damage them literally ever, in which case it suddenly becomes a huge problem. I have no HP. I'm pretty sure that you are a stress eater. Yeah, so you're about to cost me some food. Damn. Oh, no, your stress got lowered. Hell yes.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
If I camp in this hallway, then, or rather right now, then I can get you to eat without stress eating, but I don't think I do that. Because you're a stress eater, I'm actually going to leave this little bit of excess food here as well, rather than free it up for a slot for food. Because I want to camp for 8, and I also need to be ready for hunger occurrences. Oh, no, we did get another medicinal herbs there as well. Actually, hang on. Yeah, let's just remove your extra stress until camp. Unfortunately, you're now back above 51. Actually, hang on. Alright, I'm throwing that gold away. We're gonna take the map and put that on you. For just a moment. Cool. Now that you've disarmed that, you're back below the stress limit. Hell yeah. I just gotta keep you there. Do I want to move you one space back? Hand from the Abyss is actually... Dang. Hand from the Abyss isn't fully upgraded. Otherwise, I would have swapped the positioning of those two so that I could start using Cry Havoc.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I should have considered that earlier. That's my bad. Stuns the backliner, the stress dealer. Sure. I'm also going to immediately pull her out of position because it's going to make that cultist champion really sad. Oh, stumbling scratch. Oh. All right. I'm intending on hewing the front 2 liners. Or not. It's fine. Killing that one makes sure that the cultist champion in the background I mean, killing it without a crit makes sure the cultist champion in the background takes the right target. Pick up the party heal here as well.
Is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
It's really unfortunate. Gets dodged. Nice. Alright, I'm actually going to stun the cultist champion there and then kill the witch, hopefully. Nice. Our accuracy there. Good. Golly gosh. Okay. Cool. Getting some stress down on you. I like it. There's the Onyx that I really wanted to pick up beforehand.
But a victory nonetheless.
Just to start getting my Onyx to stack earlier. Immediately change all of these. Alright. Now everything's a little more clear. Beautiful. Can we just get the scout? Oh, God, another bone bearer? I thought they were supposed to be rare. Or possibly, here's the even worse. It's possible they are.
Masterfully executed.
Kill it, please. God. Oh, that was gonna be terrifyingly sad if we couldn't kill it. I was really hoping that I would still have my my Vestal left, so that the Vestal could roll the stun against the General. Sadly, that was not the case. And rather than the Vestal, of course, I mean Bouquet. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of healing because this bone sharpshooter has just been alive for way too long. Yeah, good party heal. And you resisted the move? They literally have like a 5% chance to do that. We have 140 plus 20. You've 65% resist. So yeah, it was exactly a 5% chance. You did it again? What is this? I wanted to move them to the front of the party because they can't use Quarrel from that.
The ground quakes.
Oh! Yikes! So what's that? It's a 5% of 5%. It's 1/20th, 1/20th of 1/20th. Not high chances. Go for the party heal. Sorry, the cultist heal there. It's the only one that has a high enough limit to possibly get the leper back into a reasonable position. Bled the hell out of the leper there instead. Damn. The leper does have a lower than average blight resist, bleed resist as well, so bleeds are more likely to hit them, and did. Yay. Oh. Please. Oh, catch a break. Yikes.
Unbalanced.
Everyone resisted the stun, but the 2 crits there, that's some stress that the party definitely did not yet need. I'm going to take this round all away from you.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Bled again.
But never hidden.
I was trying to get a kill with Conta there. Just to see if I could get some stress down.
Has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Handy bandage right there. Tell you what. If those 2 arcs of the dungeon at the very end there have a ridiculous amount of loot in them, and it's just the main path that had nothing, I would be so mad. Whoa, Eldritch Altar. I can remove a negative quirk. It's going to be really good. Good.
Well struck.
Oh my gosh, that's the Cultist Witch dead. All right, I wasn't planning on doing it like this, but now I'll pull the Bone Royalty out of place and then kill him. Well, I tried.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Thank you for dodging. If you got stressed from that being a crit, that would have been really bad. Thank you for doing Knife in the Dark. Thank you for doing Knife in the Dark. If you had stressed Conquer, that would have been very bad. Let's do that heal. Just seems responsible. Also pitch in 14 damage there to try and get the Hue to be as powerful as I want it to be here, which would be to kill both. It only killed one. That's fine, though. I was about to say, hopefully we get someone that acts fast enough to take out the
blood quickens.
The target there. Good stun as well,
The
all
match
right.
is struck. A blazing star is born.
Now I'm going to go for the heals and stuff. Actually, that probably should have been damage because of the protection on the Bone Sergeant. I probably can't just straight up kill it in a single round. Just by... Never mind. Well, that worked. Woo! Ruby.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
See, the thing is, I don't know if I want to take it right now because this old Ruby Rider might be riding alone. It could just be a single solitary stone. That's the thing. Oh, we've got this secret door at the very end of the dungeon that we're going to have to come back out to. Cool. Unless I want to go back now, I could loot that now. No, I don't want to do that yet. Well, I know I can get rid of the shovels then. And it's Ashen or Thin-Blooded that I want to get rid of right now. Calm, Warren's Phobe. Those are more annoying in general. Warren's Phobe, Stress Eater, Claustrophobic. No. It's Ashen or Thin-Blooded so that in this final combat we don't just die. Got rid of Ashen. Nice. It's the preferred of those two to remove. Yeah. We didn't get the surprise, so gotta try and make sure that Cultist Witch doesn't get to act. And then we'll pull you out around us. Hey, there goes the stumbling scratches. See what I mean? Alright, and... Uh-oh.
Annihilated.
Well, now the other one's not gonna stumbling scratch. Dang it. Unless I stun it. Oh, no, dang. I thought I saved that one there. Didn't get crit, at least. Yeah, I was worried that that exactly would happen, and it did. Well, that just made life a lot harder for me. Can I remove that stress with anything else? Not yet, at least. Yep. Good dodge. Let's try and kill the Cultist Champion before they finish that job, eh? Good crit. Only on 30. Dang. Just getting mad dodged on. Never mind. Behold the unquenchable Fire of the
These
Stars.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
So a single hunger occurrence is going to mean that we can't.
Glittering gold,
Oh, no.
trinkets and baubles.
I
paid
can't.
for in blood.
I can't full rest here, because if I do, then this food is going to be a problem. I should have just brought more food.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
So we've got to go half ration, otherwise we don't have the ability to walk back up this hallway afterwards. We already know that we're doing Reflection, we're doing Dark Strength, and we're doing Therapy Dog, and we're doing Sanctuary. Now, Sanctuary has no impact on anything else, so I'll do that first. Oh, obviously I should have done Hound's Wash, but it doesn't matter. Either way. We're not going to surprise any monsters. We're not going to be surprised ourselves. It's fine. So Therapy Dog should obviously happen after I hand over the Ancestor's Scroll here, as well as use Dark Strength. Uh-huh. That Cudgel Weight can go back into the party, or it cannot. I mean, the extra stun skill chance probably isn't going to be relevant in the final fight. So the lowest speed could be or could not be. It kind of a wash either way there. The extra accuracy and crit from Reflection is really important.
The light, the promise of safety.
Now, the thing is, I know that I'm not going to get into a fight before I go to the final dungeon because of the scouting that we got. So that means it is time to resort my party abilities. So I know that I definitely want Chop. I probably also want Hugh. I definitely want Revenge. And Intimidate. You're covered. It's all good. These, though. Well, the pull means nothing because they have a 300% pull resist. That's not going to work. So let's go... Well, let's go the Weakening Curse, then the Vulnerability Hex. Weird Reconstruction is extraordinarily unlikely to be used, is the thing. Abyss Artillery eventually makes no more sense, though. Like, after I kill the first Pew, it stops being a good idea. So, Sack Stab. We'll kill the first Pew pretty quickly. And then Bochet, you just stay as is. Well, there's a theoretical kind of, like, Candlelight or Illumination kind of thing. I'm not doing that, though. It's fine. We don't need the extra stress from holding the Ancestors map here because we're not going to get scouting at the end of the dungeon anyway. So I'll put that in my inventory. I'll have you eat 2 food because 5 food is enough to get us all the way back up there while you're still stressed out. So 5 food is all I need to be holding in hand. I'll get a torch and then I think... We'll have everyone use holy water, but we're only going to extend it on put it down. Wait, is that the case actually? No. I think actually only our backliners should use the holy water here. Okay, so damage debuff, self-damage increase. Good, good. Stun, guard, self-healed, single target backline damage. Good. Single target damage, debuffs, debuffs, heal. Good. Heal, 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 heal. Good, good, good. I think I've prepared for this perfectly.
The madman hides there, behind the pews, spouting his mindless drivel.
Prognostication. Okay. So I'm probably going to guard that. Now, the damage debuff hits and crits. Nice. Negative 20 damage and prot. And then the damage debuff manages to hit. Negative 53% to your ongoing damage right here. I'm not actually supposed to be targeting the Gibbering Prophet for damage right now, so I'll probably target the dashed Pew. Woo! Nice crit. There's the Fulminate across the party. Crits the back line. Both of the back liners get hit with it, despite the fact that exactly both of those back liners have the highest resist in the party for it. Funny that. Keep lowering your damage. It's no longer time for Counter to protect here. Good. We're getting these pews down. Anti-Venom now saves you a very small amount of HP is the thing. Negative 106% damage on that back line. That's pretty good. Go with the party kill. Eye on you splits, gets dodged. Nice. Backliner does get stunned though. Rubbled Rawn gets dodged by a leper. Oh, that's gotta be terrifyingly sad for you, friend. Like, jeez. Alright. I'm gonna use revenge here. Just because I know the damage is going to be, roughly 0. And I've got to get revenge up eventually. There's eye on you. Okay. Oh, 14 damage. Oh, no. Prognosticates our backline. Now that's a problem. I need to continue lowering your damage, so I'm going to have to intimidate you this turn, despite the fact that I desperately didn't want to do that. Keep those debuffs coming. Fulminate hits the party. It's all of us for 0 damage. Blights the front 3 of us. Alright, alright. Usually that'd be like 30 damage by now, by the way. 30, 35, something like that. Disaster will strike here, I'm certain of it. .24 on the Fractured Pew. I think it's probably time to reapply Holy Water. And I mean, I could just try and stun. 35% chance every time I roll it on the Gibbering Prophet. Alright, I'm actually giving myself plus 20 guard here. Plus 20, dodge. For the possibility of it getting just completely missed.
But never hidden.
Well, it helped me dodge that, probably. And didn't help me dodge that, but that's okay. The other effect is actually the one that's worse for me. Prognostication. And 33. Be good on that damage table. I can start hitting the back line for damage. No, we just do that when all of the pews are down. There's no reason to do it before that point. Oh, no. Oh, what tragedy is befallen us here? Oh no, rubble of, oh no, it's 33 damage. That's a lot of damage. A lot of your negatives wore off at the same time there, bud. It's okay though. You're getting very close. I do have to hit that debuff, which means that it's going to have to be the Vestal trying to heal the leper. It's okay, though. Fulminate.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Again, managed to blight the same people. The rune gets dodged. Yeah, probably due to that ridiculous amount of dodge that you would have had that turn. If I do it again... Yeah, you've got now 70 dodge. It's pretty good. Seems pretty good.
A momentary
Crits on exactly the correct target as well. I like it. Kill that blockade. Fulminates again. Hey, now everyone has blight. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh no. Oh no, I was protecting. Oh, that's not a good idea. You're gonna use holy water now. As well as self-heal. Damage debuff. In fact, probably the leper also damage debuffs this round. Fulminate. Gets double dodge in the midline. That's actually really good. Are these ever going to save more than 3 HP? I think I need to use them. There you go. Get that debuff. Yeah, 7 damage is... Oh, man. I mean, it's potent. Getting both of the frontliners this time. All right, all right, all right, all right. See what game you're playing. I think I may have done more damage with the occultist in the back line than anyone else here. Definitely the party heal. Yeah, because there's 2 targets, I'll also whip him this round. And I kind of want you to hug the dog, but at the same rate, I think if you attack the Pew blockade, you might cut down how many turns I spend killing that by 1. Yeah, 0 damage is pretty good. I mean, it's like, it's good. It's reasonable, right? Yeah, I should still probably take that rather than you. Party heal. Whew. The worst thing for me actually at the moment is the crit fulminate. That's the worst thing for me entirely in this fight right now. And even then, it's just because of the stress. Like, it really is just the stress that's doing it. Oh my gosh. The occultist can't stop critting now. I love it. I'm actually going to put a holy water on you so you don't just get blighted right now. Crit. It's worth noting, that's actually 36 HP, which is more than the next person has, right? So the relative HP total doesn't really matter. It's the actual HP total that really matters. I'll increase my own guard by 20 by just doing that. So, sure. Hey. Oh, look, I dodged.
Injury.
No one else did.
Palpable fear.
29 on the leper, sure. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yep. Definitely going to try and take that one from you. Now 89 dodge. Hell yeah. Well, actually, it just wore up, so it is now 7. Still go with the damage debuff there. Leopard probably starts going with damage, though. We're going to have a stressed out Hunter here. Oh, no! You're stunned as well. Stalwart looks really good. But stunned as well means you're no longer protecting that target. Oh, you dodged. Thank you. That probably could have put them on death's door. It's not as though it definitely would, but it probably could have. It's good. Woo! Rolls the highest that you could have on the damage table without the crit. Nice crit. 20 and 17. Those are acceptable damage numbers for me to be taking at the moment, I think. Not acceptable to do that again, though. So now it's damage debuffs. Unless I think I'm doing 100 damage in a single turn. Which, spoiler alert, I'm not. I'm going to take the hit from you. -93 negative is as low as I could get your damage. Don't stun Haunter, otherwise the backline does get hit. All right, the backline gets hit. That's exactly what I was worried about, but thankfully I went for still pretty gigantic damage down. That was really big. Just keep lowering the damage, and then it'll be 0 damage this turn. It's fine. Could be a stress heal there at least. Woo! Crit him! Yeah, negative 126% damage. And thump. Pretty good. That's fine. That's probably just another dodge. We do need to kill the Gibbering Prophet eventually, so let's actually get that done if we can.
In life,
it'd look a lot like that. See, that is the moment where I was like, yeah, no, I can pivot for damage. Right? I knew that that moment was coming eventually, is the thing. You can take that map back. We can get rid of the torches now. We can get rid of the anti-venom now. And then we'll take that.
Ornaments. Neatly ordered. Lovingly admired.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, really? I have to go into this fight with a low HP Vestal, unfortunately. Good. We immediately get to fix that. Oh no, wrong abilities locked in here. Alright, 16 heals, probably good. Okay. Well, I mean, if you're gonna crit for 51 and then immediately kill someone, I mean, who am I to judge? Trying to remove their virtue. See your game. Not gonna work. Told you it wasn't gonna work. Let's start guarding. Party heal off there pretty happily, and then it's you. That's actually why I added the dodge. Hey, not bad, not bad. All right. Slam that one down. Ooh.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So we've got the food for the possible hunger on the way back. We've got 5 specifically because we also have a stress eater in Honta who's above 50 HP, 50 stress rather. We've got keys so that we can open that secret door, or rather so that we can open the chest inside of the secret door. And that's 2 easy places to free up some puzzling trapezohedron loot. There's the food. Now the final thing is, I guess I get rid of a single stack of rubies. I'm not happy about that one though.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Yeah, the lowest value thing that I have here is the ruby. Damn, ruby rider. Single solitary stone there, dang it. All right. 3.4k is pretty good for a dungeon that you don't have a antiquarian in. Syphilis, bad humors, God-fearing, don't care. Unquiet mind, don't care. Syphilis is pretty bad. Bad humors is pretty bad. Mankind hater, actually kind of would have preferred you to stay a daredevil.
A fresh irritant to some, a sanguine memory to me.
But there we go. We now have Brevdon as our legend occultist, the first of their kind. We've killed the Gibbering Prophet. We've got another one of the trophies. We can unequip and resort all of our trinkets. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.